Good morning. Welcome back to Cityline. With me, I have a fascinating individual. I think this person knows more about litter than anybody I have ever met. I'm talking about Andrea Hogue. You are the litter-free 253 chair. Welcome back, my dear.
Yes, thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
It's good to have you here in the flesh, as we say.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm loving it.
So we were chatting away about litter. And for somebody who perhaps COVID hit and they sheltered in place and didn't really know about this program, what is Litter Free 253 besides a great phrase?
It's an amazing phrase.
It is.
Well, Litter Free 253 is a movement. It's year-round, but it started out specifically with a citywide event. And we're on our 4th annual event this year.
Wow.
But we provide consultations, supplies, volunteer support year-round for litter events. And we just kind of believe that everybody can do their part, and it's just a little bit. Go out and clean up the front of your house, and everyone can contribute to cleaning up litter in their neighborhood.
Absolutely we can, yeah. I remember as a child, getting messages of not throwing things out the window when you're driving, or if somebody drops something, you would run behind them and pick it up. And now we have days and we have events set aside for that, because the problem has not gone away. Who can participate in Litter Free 253?
Anyone can participate. We welcome senior citizens, persons of different abilities, and youth. We can make accommodations really for any of that, and it's really fun to have the youth out because of course we provide litter grabbers, and they can be robots, dinosaurs, and so it's fun when a dino is picking up litter. So it's a great tool to use to educate children on, just you're raising them up to take care of their litter at an early age and making it fun. So when it comes to adulting and it's your turn to take out the trash, it's not a thing you think about. It's just a habit to properly dispose of items.
Oh, absolutely. So how can one get involved in the Litter Free 253 event?
All right. Well, first thing I'd say is visit our Facebook, but we do realize not everyone has a Facebook page. So please just give us an email at litterfree253@gmail.com, spelled as it sounds, and just let us know what your neighborhood is, or even if you don't know anything, just email us and say, I want to pick up litter, and we will help you with all of the details.
I love that. So speaking of the details, what supplies will Litter Free 253 provide?
All right, so we will provide gloves, vests, bags, and litter grabbers. Now, I say we as in Litter Free, but the City of Tacoma, in cooperation with Neighborhood and Community Services, has been fantastic in supporting us by supplying us the bags, the safety vests, and the gloves. This year, they actually purchased 750 litter grabbers for us to pass out at our event, and through the season to support our cleanup efforts year-round.
What a gift!
A huge gift. I could have cried.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this seems like a silly question, but I do want to ask it. Why should someone participate in this? I mean, it's easy to, let's say if you're just a single person and you're like, you know what, I live in an apartment, my litter print is small, I don't really have time for this. Why? And I pay the city to pick up the garbage.
Right.
So for someone like that, what would you say to them if they said, well, why should I be a part of this?
So this is easy for me to answer. I can say honestly, my husband has been one of those people that has said, I pay taxes. Why are you out there picking up litter? Well, that's super easy for me to answer because one, I see a problem. I've just always had the belief that if it's something you can mitigate yourself easily, it's okay to put forth that effort and do it. And so that first and foremost is I like to be a problem solver and I'm solution oriented. But say you're not interested in litter in particular, there's a million other reasons why to come out and pick up litter. It's great exercise. I call it my free gym membership. You walk all over the place. You can get rid of that Planet Fitness $10 a month.
There you go.
Put that back in your pocket. You get to meet people, especially after COVID. So many of us have become more introverted. And if you were already introverted, you've gone real deep undercover now. This is a great way to reintroduce yourself, back out into the world during the spring is coming. You get to see all of the beautiful gardens that are blooming, the leaves coming out on the trees. I heard you mention cherry blossoms earlier.
Yes.
Those are out. And you get to meet your neighbors.
You do.
And if you want to have solutions in your community and you want to see action in your community, you need to know your neighbors.
Absolutely.
Without connection, it's hard to make those actions.
Yeah, I mean, and that's, I think for me, that would be the number one reason why I would do it, would be to get to know my neighbors. I know my neighbors really well. We have a very tight-knit neighborhood. To the point where if there's a power outage, we'll walk out on the porch and go, "You out of power?"
Yes.
You know, I mean, it's just, it's all there, and we do keep an eye out for our neighborhood. But for people who have just moved in, who don't know us, hey, come pick up litter with us. Before we became live on the air, you were telling me about there's 4 kinds of litter. And this started because I said, how are we doing with picking up litter? And you said, not so good.
Not so good. Now, I do want to preface it with a lot of things through no fault of anybody's faults. We weren't prepared for a COVID type event. In a lot of different places, you know, how we in our society.
Yes.
So litter was one of those. Would we think we'd have a pandemic and all of a sudden there'd be a bigger litter problem? No, absolutely not. So the 4 different types of litter that we run into would be just, first of all, the litter you think of, people throwing it out the car window, maybe not emptying out at the gas station as they should in the garbage can, or having a receptacle in their car, as everyone should have a bag for litter in their car. The second type of litter is just, it's caused from, I wouldn't say being as responsible as you could be with your personal cans for pickup. So make sure those lids are closed on the recycling bins and the garbage, so that litter doesn't blow around the neighborhood. Then we have encampment garbage.
Yes.
You know, due to a lot of factors, we have a lot more homeless individuals on the street. They do not receive city services for garbage. We do have a purple bag program, which they are working at getting these bags to encampments for them to put their litter in. But encampment garbage is also a problem. And then the fourth the fourth litter problem that we have is illegal dumping.
There we go.
And illegal dumping, people either don't have access to the dump because they're renting. There's a lot of ways. There's a lot of garbage I've seen. I can tell it's from seniors that maybe can't afford their utility bills, so they can't afford garbage services. So illegal dumping is definitely a huge problem as well.
Yeah, illegal dumping just takes the garbage and puts it someplace else. It doesn't get rid of it.
It doesn't get rid of it. And it's usually from people that can't afford to go to the disposal site.
Oh, I didn't know that there was 4 types of garbage. I want you on my team when we're playing Trivial Pursuit. How long have you been involved in this event, Andrea?
This is going to be my 3rd year in this event. So first year I came on as a volunteer helping making preparations for it, and then last year running it, and this year running it. So it's been a blast.
Boy, you moved up quickly. You did.
Yes, because I want to know more. It's so I just want to know more. So I like to be in places where I can get all that information.
Absolutely. So, are there any tips or tricks you can offer to make litter cleanup easier?
Oh, absolutely. My first tip or trick would be get a stick. I mean, literally like a 12-inch stick. And you can roll it up in your garbage bag. Okay. A lot of times I'll use stakes that I find from old signs, or cut up the little 2x1 boards and use that. It leaves your litter bag open. If there's wind or anything, it just keeps it nice and it's easy to pick up. And if you forgot to bring a stick with you, you can find a stick while you're cleaning up litter. People are amazed. It's such a simple thing to do, but no one thinks to do it. Another tip would be to pick up litter during the times other people are out and about. If you want to grow what you're doing, be seen. And if you want other people to join you, be seen. And those are the 2 things that I would offer. That
is, I love that. Be seen. Boy, that's a philosophy for life. That is fabulous. So does the city of Tacoma offer any litter programs that we should know of?
Oh, absolutely. They offer some amazing litter programs. The first being Adopt a Spot, which is a 2-year commitment, but it's only 2 cleanups a year. And when you sign up for Adopt a Spot, you get all the supplies you need. to do your litter pickup, as well as a metal sign that says adopt a spot. You can
Yes.
do it in memoriam to a person you love if you're cleaning up litter in the memory of someone, someone you're honoring, or if you're part of a team or group, you can put your team up there to advertise the group that's out there doing the work.
I love that.
And then there's Neighborhood Litter Patrol, which you sign up for, which allows you a little more freedom to go around the city and pick up in areas of your choosing. And both of those programs are supported with 311 services. So you can report on the 311 app, Tacoma First 311, or you can just call 311 and report where your garbage is at for the city to come pick it up for you.
Ah, that's fabulous.
Yes.
Okay, last 20 seconds. Who do we need to thank?
So many people.
So many.
So many people. All of our partner agencies, a big shout out to the city of Tacoma for supporting us this year. And anybody, be it you passed out a flyer, you told a friend, anybody who's been involved in any way in Litter Free 253. And I'm going to give a nod to Sherry Soline, who's no longer with the West End Neighborhood Council, but still in Tacoma. Her and Liz of the West End Neighborhood Council, they were the ones that got this started. And so without them, you know, this wouldn't be here.
I love that.
Pretty gritty city.
Pretty gritty city. And without you picking up the baton and saying, I'm going to go forward with this, and all the people on your team, we would not have this event. So thank you so very much. And I look forward to having you back on the comfy couch real soon.
Thank you so much, Amanda. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. When we come back, dog bites will be in the house. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.